Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that. And we are about to fix our inclination here. We want to descend because that's an ascending node. That's pretty reasonable, I'd say. And then we're going to look for the right spot to do the rest. So, boom. Thank you. Close the alarm and pause. This is only an 80 meters per second burn, so we don't really need much burning there. So let's actually time accelerate a little bit closer. Boom. Okay, that's the best I can get. That's like what, 0.1 off? I want the descending and ascending node more, and yeah, 0.1. Yeah. Pretty much here. Apoapsis. I wanna do something like this. And get this to pretty much exactly this. Yeah. That's a 3-second burn. That's even close. That's even less precise or less than in last time. So we just want like a 5-second before thing, and boom. Oh, I forgot which way I'm orbiting. Well, thought I was going down. I am apparently not. It would have been the wrong direction anyway if I was. So good that we're actually orbiting the right direction. Okay, close the alarm and pause, and boom. Is that within reasonable deviation? Yep. 10 seconds. There we go. Done, done, and done. And we actually have like a whole lot of stuff left in this, and we can't ever use it. Oh, good. Well, so much about that. We have a Kerbal satellite in orbit. Let's go back to the Space Center and see what the stuff has to offer right now. Recover Nelemi and his shipwreck from orbit of Minmus. Nelemi Kerman and his shipwreck. 1.3 meter apart. New orbital station on a solar orbit? Antenna docking port can generate power. Have facilities supporting at least 8 Kerbals. You know, theoretically, I could just shoot something out there that can be a solar station, but yeah, let's just do that. I don't care. I'm not going to do anything else. Extract ore from Ike and deliver it to Duna. You know, and this is one of the things that I don't see the reason for. Why would I extract the ore from Ike and deliver it to a planet that I haven't even landed on? I mean, if I had a base there, maybe that would make any sense, but yeah, let's just build an orbital station around the sun. I don't care. Antenna docking port can generate power. Supporting 8 Kerbals, there don't have to be any Kerbals on there, so we're just gonna send something empty. New ship. Get Kerbal alarm clock out of my face. As I said, we're gonna send something empty. To be exact, we're going to go ahead and say structural just in case we forget to put out the solar panels, or they break or anything. So we want utility. I think. Yeah, there. Hitchhiker storage container. 2 of those should be 8 Kerbals. That has a crew capacity of 4. Yeah. So we still need a docking port. Should also be under utility. Alt. And we need an antenna. That should be under science. I'm thinking about just putting this into a solar polar orbit and see if I can do a survey scan. Just for the fun. But that needs a whole lot of delta V to do a solar polar orbit. And I don't actually want to put a whole lot of stuff in there. So one of these, and then I also want some science on there just because I want to send back some data if I'm already out there. I need to have an antenna anyway. Yeah. I think that's okay. Then put on some solar panels onto here. And put some small radiators, just because. It looks better on the station. Just because it looks good on a station, seriously. Those fold out, by the way. And that's pretty much that. All on. Antenna docking port can generate power. Support at least 8 Kerbals. Yeah. Has everything it should have. And even more. So let's put a fairing around that. We don't have the bigger stock fairings yet, so we actually have to use procedural fairings in this case. And still, I wanna have struts on this because no matter whether it's procedural or not procedural fairings, the fairings have a tendency of being stupid and wobbly. And then I want a X-shaped fairing. Cool. Under that we put a poodle engine. That's enough to eject it out, and then we put a big rocket. Like mainsail. Wait, can we go away with a skipper on this? Barely. But we can get away with extra tanks on this. Yeah. And to make sure this actually gets out, just put the reaction wheel in there because to make sure this actually gets up, put one of these and one of these. That should get us out of the atmosphere for sure, maybe even in orbit, so easy. And yeah, clamps and that's it. Those go please when this goes. Come on. This decoupler and this decoupler and this. Good. Solar station 1. For whatever reason, want that there. Okay. I actually wanna have these on action groups. Custom 1, toggle panels, and toggle panels. Because I can. And then I'd say save and launch. SAS on, and full thrust, and in 3, 2, 1, launch. Nice thrust to weight you got there. Not. This is going pretty well. Okay. Engine starts to overheat. Those really aren't made to actually do anything else than boost themselves. Worth of fuel. More fuel just makes them heat up like crazy. I mean, you could, of course, just, you should be way over right now. I mean, we are escaping anyway, but still, go over. Gonna burn this up to about 80. And then I'm gonna cut the engine. We're gonna time warp our way out of the atmosphere. And ditch the fairings. Open the panels. Does this look cool or does this look cool? And then shoot ourselves into an orbit. Was the fairing actually casting a shadow upon us? I was aiming for this to burn out. Yeah, okay, this does enter the atmosphere, which is cool. And I really don't care in what kind of orbit I end up. I just pressed B for some reason. In what kind of orbit I end up around the sun, so I'm just gonna escape in some direction. As long as we don't... Well, we might encounter the moon. Which is actually saving fuel. If we do that. Because if we get a swing by the moon to actually eject us out of the system, that saves a little bit of fuel. But not that we actually like need to save fuel, but... Yeah, we... Oh, there was the encounter. Well, was... Slightly outside of Kerbal's orbit, which is pretty okay. Get this out of here. Close alignment on pause. I really don't care. Just time warp over it. There we go. Orbital station achieved. So log pressure data. Okay. Log temperature data. Oh, okay. Log gravity data. Okay, then send this home. At least get a little bit of stuff out of that. Thank you. And now we have a satellite around the sun, essentially, so we can always get solar science. On the other thing, let's see. If I were to turn this around into a polar orbit, how much? Oops. That's a 14,000 meter per second burn for a polar orbit around the sun. If I was going slower, which again would cost me 5,000 to get, like a low periapsis. This would be a little bit cheaper, but yeah, this is never going to happen, so actually delete that. And then shut down the engine and just wait for this to encounter something and crash into it, I guess. It's going to encounter Kerbal at some point and get flung around in the system, but I don't care. We're gonna see. As for now, we're gonna go back to the Space Center and look at this contract again. Tourists, science data from space around Kerbin, that's free. Stack decoupler at launch site, that's free. Surface outpost, extract ore from Eve and deliver it to Gilly? That's like, wow. Extract ore from Eve, that means you need to ascend from Eve and then bring it to Gilly and land on Gilly and keep stability for 10 seconds on Gilly. So that's like worst fucking planet, moon to keep stability on and worst fucking planet to launch from. In one, yeah, that's not going to happen. A satellite in a specific orbit around the sun. Nope. Surface outpost on Min was not gonna happen. Maybe that. Orbit Kerbin, suborbital on Kerbin. Yeah, that's easy. We can build a space plane for that, essentially. I wanted to do a space plane for a long time anyway, so let's do that. Anyway, first, to freeze things is science data from space around Kerbin. Because we have Kerbsat. Fly. Not that we wouldn't have Kerb Lab, but don't actually need it to transmit science from there. Lock gravity data. Send home. That's high above Kerbin's water, by the way. If I saw that right. That's stuff that the lab isn't going to get anyway. I'm out of electric charge. This doesn't have enough exposure. There we go. That's better. $90. Can we have 100%? There we go. Okay. The other things were something testing on the launch site, which shouldn't be too much of a trouble. This says still transmission. Wow. Okay. Still has transmission value. Nice. So, second free thing was launch site test of a decoupler. So, get our engineer going. Good. Engineer, please test the micro decoupler here. Put it on the wrong way so we can easily recover it. Oh wait, that was the right way around, wasn't it? Well, we're gonna recover it anyway. Because this has no, like, really no decoupler force. See? recover vessel. And then the debris should float around there on the screen. That was recovered by itself. Nice. I like when the game recovers stuff by itself. Yeah, that was that. Launch set test of the decoupler. And in the next episode, we are going to plan out the space plane that can actually go to orbit. Because I think I can build one. And why not? Also, Kerbal, let's just see how that's doing. How are you doing? You've got 26 signs. Nice. Still getting a 1.6 signs a day. So we are fine with that. I'll see you in the next episode for the design of the space plane. Until then, I'd say like and favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And until next time, my name is WWEdeadman. Bye.